let's talk about how it's also reasonable to assume that if you do something and it's a bad move, you shouldn't repeat it. And we're talking about Eric Gray. What does it take to stop putting this man back there on any kind of special teams to catch the goddamn ball? Like, at what point do we go, you know what? We drafted, and this is the thing.
1449 FU Giants.
This is what pisses me off, is that we drafted Gray. Shane even said it in his press conference last year. We drafted Gray because other people who were good at special teams and returning the ball were already drafted ahead of him. And they panicked and took this kid who they thought they could do it. And, you know, we kind of bashed him all off season. And he had a really good preseason as far as running the ball. So I said, you know, let's not bash him. You know, let's see what he does. Because when I say bash him, guys, again, we root for anybody who's a Giant. I want him to succeed. But didn't do much in the run game. He still hasn't, by the way. He's you know, 2 yards, 2 carries, 6 yards leading into this game here. And in this game, he's got, well, let me see. What did he have here as far as running the ball? 1 rush for 0 yards. So he's now sitting at 3 rushes, 2 yards in the season. I'm sorry, 3 rushes, 6 yards in the season. It's not good. Not good at all. But that's a whole separate issue. You could be the greatest running back in the team right now. If you're fumbling the ball on kick returns or punt returns, today was a kick return, but he's done on punt returns as well. Stop putting him back there.
Literally.
Like, seriously, what do we have to do for them to stop making the same goddamn mistakes over? It's like those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. And it's quite obvious that the front office does not learn from history. No, because we put, Gunnar Olszewski out there week 1 to play. He gets hurt during warmups, doesn't get to play in the game. We go ahead and get Gano out there week 2 when he was hurt. He hurts himself again. I know it's a different injury with the groin, not the hamstring. Groin and then hamstring issues, 2 separate issues, but I still think the 2 are intertwined somewhat.
I was about to say
he's gone. We didn't even have a backup for him. Well, guess what, guys? Week 3, we're putting Eric freaking Gray out there. Eric Gray. Like, that's absolutely goddamn ridiculous to do that again. Like, at what point do we finally go, this is a mistake? He needs to not be out there. He's either a backup running back or he should be off the goddamn team. Because if you're holding on to him specifically for his special team skills, they are lacking. And if you look at this game, for example, I said 1 run, 0 yards. Well, guess what, guys? Tyrone Tracy Jr., 5 carries, 23 yards. So what does that tell you about the coaching staff? If they think Tyrone Tracy Jr. is a better running back, who also, by the way, had 2 catches, 17 yards. I mean, again, he looked good in the preseason, guys. So we got to say that, okay, maybe we're wrong about this kid. Maybe he's going to be decent. Like, I know it's just the preseason, but he looked good. He has not looked good so far this season, guys. And I'm calling for it point blank. You know what I'm about to say, Rob. It's your turn. Just say what time it is.
Did we down in time? Jeez.
No. It's time for your Arnold voice. It's turbo time. Where is Turbo Miller? Where is Turbo Miller? Because I think he would be a better returner. I really do. I mean, not that anybody wouldn't be a better returner than freaking Eric Gray. But on top of that, I still think this kid could be a good running back in this league. People keep forgetting he hasn't played actual organized football in like 2 years, basically.
Pretty much. And we put him in a little bit today. Like, he had a little juice, but like, obviously, he's not our number 1. He's not our number 2.
Well, that's Tracy. Tracy had the juice. I'm saying Turbo, because he's been sitting in the practice squad, and I think it's time to activate him. I really do. And maybe this is me being a little biased because I don't like Gray and I like Turbo, but I'm going to freely admit that part of it there, guys. I root for them all to succeed, but I don't think that Gray is going to be a good player in this league. I really don't. And I think Turbo has potential to be something.
Yeah. I mean, We've talked about Turbo quite a few times.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's double time.
It's double time.
Let's put them in. Let's do it now. Get them into the game. Get into that knife. Do it now.
It's time, guys. Like the Eric Gray experiment was a mistake. I think it's time to admit that, and I think it's time to move on, because this is not like the DJ situation where we're kind of stuck with DJ because we paid him a ton of money and we don't really have another option. Even though I do think DeVito still would be a better option at this point in their careers, just to see what DeVito develop into. Not that he's a better quarterback right now, but at least we see what he develops into. But this is a different scenario. It's a backup running back position. We're not paying Gray a ton of money. We have another option sitting there on our practice squad. I'm ready to move on.
Hey, it's 100% like you said. Like, it's not like we're paying this guy because we have no other option, and like this is the best option we have to put into that position, like DJ. But no, this is a guy that we signed as a backup behind Singletary.
Yep.
For a reason. It's, we're going to multiple years with him. Like, let's just cut the losses now and go forward. And like you said, turbo time. Let's talk about, let's talk about Tracy. Like, let's talk about other positions, like other players that could play this position.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.